We return now to the devastating wildfires in Maui in Hawaii. 55 people are confirmed dead, and Hawaii's governor says that figure is likely to go up, with an unknown number still missing. Governor Josh Green says this is likely the largest natural disaster in state history. 4 main fires are still burning. One destroyed much of the historic town of Lahaina. President Biden issued a major disaster declaration freeing up federal aid after many survivors lost their homes. Deanne Criswell, the FEMA administrator, is expected to arrive in Hawaii today to help coordinate recovery efforts. Well, thousands of people have evacuated from those disaster zones, and some have managed to get off the island altogether, but many are still stuck at the airport looking for a flight out. Rudabeh Shahbazi joins us live now from the main airport in Maui. Good morning. Thank you for being here. So,
good morning.
Good morning. So you've been talking with people waiting to leave the island. What are they telling you about their experience so far? What it's been like fleeing the fires, fleeing the flames?
Yeah, well, this is kind of the mellow end of their trip after what they've been through, having to flee smoke and flames in some cases and then be barricaded into their resorts. This is the tourists. Of course, the people who live here who have lost their homes, that's a completely different story because they have nothing to go back to. Let me set the scene for you and show you what it looks like here in the airport right now, with hundreds of people sleeping on the floors, on benches. Volunteers have been coming around passing out blankets and pillows and really taking care of the people here. You know, that is part of the spirit of the Hawaiian people, is to take care of visitors and to take care of each other and really come together as a community when a disaster like this happens. So they have been here passing out blankets, pillows, toiletries, food, water. And so people have their needs met here at the airport, but so many of them have not had luck getting out. Some of them are stuck in layovers. We talked to a couple from New Zealand who was trying to get to Seattle and happened to have a layover here and is now stranded and stuck. So all of them have very harrowing stories, the ones who were here on the island of Maui when all of this happened, including a 15-year-old we met from California who broke his toe but couldn't get medical care, so they just kind of put on a makeshift bandage and are trying to get home, but meantime stranded at the airport. And there are so many of those stories.
There are, and you're hearing stories of people just, being separated from family members and trying to, coordinate and get back together and maybe get that flight out of Hawaii. Are you hearing anything from the airlines right now about, are they adding extra flights, or how long is it taking for people to sort of get, a chance to get out and, back to stateside?
Well, the people we've been talking to have been here for 3 days in some cases, and some of them are waiting until tomorrow to go, and then their flights might be delayed even after that. But what's really touching is the employees here at the airport and at the airlines. They're showing up to work. They're working 16, 18-hour days, even though they have missing loved ones and can't get a hold of them because, of course, the phone lines, the power, the internet is all out. But they're still showing up to work. We know that Southwest and Hawaiian Airlines have increased flights and also lowered the cost of getting off the island to about $19, $20 just to help people evacuate, kind of rise to the occasion. So people are flying to other Hawaiian islands and then trying to make plans from there. But as we see, there are hundreds still stuck here.
Such a terrible situation. And I'm glad you did bring up the employees, because you're right. We think about the travelers and the tourists, but the people working there too are dealing with quite a bit. Rudabeh Shahbazi, we really thank you for that live report. Hopefully we'll talk to you soon. All right, well, donations are pouring in for those who are left with nothing from these devastating wildfires. To find out how you can help, you can go to our website at kpix.com.